But I feel sorry for the men who I encounter because now I just really don't care. As in, like, yeah, like.
So what going on, guys?
So what?
It's me, HadieLeonie.
And it's your girl, JojoRenée, and you are tuned into episode 28.
We are done with the language, guys. Languages.
We've done enough.
We've learned.
I feel like y'all know Dua.
That was the best one. Nothing could top that after that. Dua, pull it in nam. That nothing could top that after that.
Honestly,
so we done.
So we should leave it there. If it's even broke, don't fix it. But welcome, guys.
Yes.
If you are new here, it's so nice to have you, and to all our OGs. We love you.
Yes.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, today.
Because why else would you be here if you're not going to like, comment, and subscribe?
And share.
Yeah. Are you getting us again after last week?
And
don't get accustomed to it because you're going to wait 2 weeks after this now for the next episode.
And we were still on this couch, so I still suffering from a hangover. So y'all just take that into account.
Yeah. But yeah, how you doing?
Hungover.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm good, though. I'm good. I just want to take a nap. But I'm always happy when I'm on this couch. So I am good. How are you?
I'm amazing.
Wow. Tell me about it.
But I was just show you because I had vacation. I had a week of just literally sleeping. I would wake up, sleep, wake up, sleep. Maybe go back, sleep again. But then go gym. I clean, watch Risa Tisa, deep clean. I've been deep cleaning my house. I get rid of all my clothes I couldn't sell on Vinted. We were just talking about Vinted.
I know them ones.
So it's like I just donate them.
Aww.
And just a deep clean. I still got some stuff to do, but next vacation.
Oh, and what we're also doing, so we starting the episode with Would You Rather.
Yeah, we started an episode. But
so
we had to ask Jody how she, but we're going.
Well, I see how I was doing.
Oh yeah,
but I got a story to tell all you though. But we're gonna start with a Would You Rather because that story, that wait, give me 1 second, let me get it. So, would you rather fight a chicken to the death every time you get in a car, or fight an orangutan once a year, but you get a sword?
Wait, let me Google how orangutan look again there.
How
you spell that?
O-R-A-N-G.
What we should start doing is spelling bees. Because orangutan.
Yeah.
Are you know my fear for monkeys? Are you know chicken?
Yeah.
I'm not fucking with
it after.
Any ape? I'm not fucking with it.
Nah, I hear it. For me, it's a chicken too, because I can't
even know what you say with the orangutan. Something with a sword?
Yeah, like you get a sword. So you have more advantage.
To fight it.
Yeah, because you fighting a chicken to the death. You know how they have cockfights? That chicken go peck out your brains. It's not like you fighting a chicken that just standing there. The chicken is ready for war.
I just picture it walking with an air fryer and just putting it right inside.
I mean, it makes sense. You might get a hairball, but it makes sense.
No, I know. Any kind of bird is dangerous. Are you ever see a duck or a goose protecting its clan?
Yeah, no, geese are gangsters, hands down.
The way it is what, like you can't pull up to the block on a goose.
Nah, you can't.
Like you can't walk on their block.
Nah,
you cannot.
They will fuck you up.
Just the stare that they giving you, that death stare. Like if looks could have killed, a goose would kill me.
Like I always just think, oh, they're so pretty. No, never mind.
They have a lot because my school where I work have like a lake.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you know you're not supposed to feed ducks bread. No. It makes them constipated. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we always taught as kids, you know, give the birds bread and stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's not a part of their diet. And so it's not meant to be.
Ducks just out here not shitting.
Ducks just out here constipated. Yeah. Yeah, poor things. I feel like as like retaliation, they should just shit on everybody when they can. Sorry. That was mean.
I feel like the birds doing that for them.
Yeah, big facts.
Cause
okay, this one is specifically for you.
As soon as I see a monkey, never mind.
Would you rather always have to speak in rhyme or use song lyrics for every conversation?
What's the difference?
So when you speak to me, you always have to rhyme because you're not wasting my time and you feel like eating a lime, but you don't want to commit a crime. Like, you have to rhyme. And then if it's lyrics, it's like work. You see me?
I feel like I'd rhyme.
Work.
I feel like I would rather rhyme. I feel like I'm dedicating my time.
But I do feel like if you were to have conversations in lyrics, you would have a lot of J. Cole lines and they would like hit different.
True, but then where are we going with the conversation? Because at a certain point, like...
But look at Bumblebee from Transformers. He just used the radio to speak.
But he's saying something.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, let's say I just, I don't know, want to talk about my period. Like, you know.
Red wine.
But then the conversation then done there. Because, like, I can't really tell you what I'm trying to say.
I would want
However, if I had talked about my period, I could reflect on the other day.
Yeah.
And just keep rhyming.
Yeah,
you know.
True. I mean, you don't do that, so.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a difference between writing lyrics and freestyling. Freestyling, I could not.
True.
The anxiety.
Yeah.
But remember we listened to Mando do that freestyle?
What?
This man is talented.
This man whipping up chicken while he freestyling. I said, wow.
Like that, that's the kind of talent I do not possess.
Nah, fire in the freaking kitchen.
No,
that
exactly.
was amazing.
Exactly. Which is gonna be funny because this coming up after my birthday. I cannot wait. Anyway, so
we got speaking past tense. So guys, y'all wouldn't believe what we did for Hadie's birthday.
No, because I want it after the topic because I want to experience it and then talk about it. So yeah, definitely rhyming.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah. I don't know enough lyrics to actually have a conversation.
But that's what I mean, because you have to finish the song to tell your story.
No,
or
you just have to take lyrics from different songs.
I tell you already, like the file in my brain.
Like if you get upset with me, I'll be like, tight pussy girl, calm down yourself. Like, as in, yeah, sorry, we gotta keep it PG.
Yeah, I don't have
I'm not
brain.
speaking on your thing, but no, like,
I get what you mean. I mean, she tight. I gotta stop that.
I mean, yeah.
Gotta give the accolade.
Trust your sauce.
Yo. No, the file cabinet in my brain just don't work like that. Like I can't access songs.
Nah, I hear it.
No.
I hear it.
No.
Maybe you could write your own music and then use those lyrics.
I could.
I would write a discography or whatever. Like I would create a discography of conversational music.
Make a soundtrack for you. Like, yeah.
Basically. Can I do one more?
Okay.
So would you rather? Sorry, I have it in my notes. Would you rather have a theme song play anytime you do something or have live audience reactions to things you do? So every time you walk in a room, you hear like, we will rock you. Or like, if you're sad, you hear like a Billie Eilish song or some shit.
I rather the audience reacting to what I do.
Yeah.
Because
when I think of you, I was like, Hadie gonna choose this one. For me, it's a theme song.
Right.
Like when I walk in the gym, you have like some song playing in the background. I just like, wow, I am the best.
But everybody else hearing the song is just for me.
I didn't think about that.
Because then I feel like that's already how I just operate in life because I have music in my ears.
Yeah.
But
nah, it's like just in general, like you the main character type thing. So everybody hearing it. So everywhere you walk.
So today's songs. So what songs just like clashing each other?
Characters. It's you.
So
this is a would you rather
for me.
You, not would they.
No, I don't like attention like that. Like I feel like I walk in a room, like come on, rude girl, can you give me like and a song play?
Yeah.
No, and everybody gonna watch because who's this rude girl?
Then they gonna get used to it. You can get famous.
But I feel like with the audience, it'd be people I know.
No, it's not like an actual audience. Is basically the tone of what. So like clapping or ha 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 like sitcoms. You know like how sitcoms have it. So if you bust a joke, you got people laughing with you.
Because I be talking to myself a lot.
Or if you let somebody down here,
I rather that shit.
Yeah, that was the last one. I had to because you said something about team song. I was like, nah, I need to ask that one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so
yeah, no, but let us know what you think because I find it was just cool. We find it was just cool to put the would you rather in the beginning.
Yeah,
so you could hear it from the jump.
Plus have a little icebreaker for you guys.
Yeah, But now you're going to tell us how you're doing. You tell us the other story.
Oh, yeah. So I have a story time for y'all. Because it kind of goes off, not goes off the last episode we have, but just kind of the theme of like how men are a bit wild sometimes. So I went to the gym. I'm at David Lloyd now. Big up David Lloyd. It's the best gym ever. And I'm there. I was doing shoulders. And I there working out and stuff. And when I finish my set, that like I go downstairs and there's this guy like trying to catch my attention. So I'm like, okay, cool. I turn. I say hello. He's like, you from the Caribbean? I say, yeah. How do you know? He's like, my grandfather's from St. Lucia. And you know me, I get really excited. I was like, oh my gosh, my father's from St. Lucia.
But how did he know?
No, he didn't know I was from St. Lucia. He just asked me if I'm Caribbean.
But he didn't answer the question.
Of?
How did he know?
He just felt it. Yeah, cause I asked him, I was like, how did you know? And he was like, I could just tell. Well,
you gave that off. Yeah.
And then like we just started talking. He introduced himself and everything. But then all of a sudden he asked me like when my birthday was. I was like, December 15th. I was like, oh, you're a Sagittarius. No, he wanted to guess what I was. Oh. I was like, oh, you're one of those.
That's me.
Nah, I hear it. A lot of people do that. So I just never guessed the right one. So I'm a hater. But so he wanted to guess. And then he literally sat me down. And he asked for my birthday. He asked for the time. And he asked for where I was born to look up my whole horoscope chart. Yeah, Kristen. And look, there's a level of like, okay, so you know how I usually
that
say...
was such a look.
But you know how I usually say... He was like, you don't have Scorpio in your houses, right? I was like, no. He was like, good. I was like, oh, stop. And okay, I am into like just the whole energy, horoscope, all that fun stuff. However, you know how I say how some people think it's woo-woo? This man made me think it was woo-woo. Like
Explain
the way...
What was woo-woo?
Woo-woo is like... What are you talking about? Like, like he was telling me, guys, I'm going to keep it real short and sweet. We basically continued. I was going to go because at this point I was like, cool, I'm going to finish my gym session. He followed me to go finish my gym session. I said, okay, cool. And you know when man them does lay up and then dunk? They just set up the layup for themselves and then dunk. He was doing that, which was like a level of like, you know, when you impress, but then they say so many things that you no longer impress.
Like the ball's still in the air and I waited for the dunk.
I actually waited for the buzzer. Like,
came over.
I'm ready to go home. And he was telling me, you know, he have a business. I said, that's great. And then he told me how he does do rooftop parties. I was like, that's great. And then he this is the layup. He's like, do you play any instruments? I was like, yeah, you know, I want to learn piano. He was like, you should learn guitar. I was like, maybe I might. He was like, I know somebody who could teach you. I was like, oh, fucking hell. Sorry. And then I was like, I wonder who that could be. And then he was like, me. And we finished the workout. But of course, I go in sauna after. So he comes sauna with me. We're having this whole conversation. And the conversation wasn't bad. I'm telling you, it was nice. They just had some times of woo-woo. And after that, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm hungry. So he goes to take me out to eat. I'm like, food, I'm there. But as we walk in, he's like telling me like what he would cook for me. And we getting into the nitty-gritty. I'm like, you talk a lot. Like, I'm usually the talker. I don't know if y'all have it. Do you rather talk more than the man?
No.
But do you rather the man talk 3 times or 10 times more than you?
Nah.
That was my case. I feel like it was on a 10 times thing. And you know when somebody always like bounces it back to them? Like if I say I'm doing something, oh, I do that too. Oh, I know that. Shut up.
Yeah.
So anyways, now we going to get something to eat. Tell me why this man was like, do you know I also do magic tricks?
Sorry, she told me the story. So I just hear like, I can't believe I'm listening again.
And I told Hadie much better because telling you the story, now my brain cells is on overdrive. But he was like, you know I do magic tricks? I was like, surprising. This man goes in his jacket. He takes out a deck of cards ready to show me a magic trick. I said, Jesus Lord. And then I said I had to go Albertine to get dates. Tell me why this man take out a Ziploc bag with dates. I'm telling you, I cannot make this up. He take out a Ziploc bag with dates. He hand me a date. I said, wow.
He could. Do you want to go on a date?
I know. I was just going to say he could have dropped some proper
That would have been such a bar.
He could have dropped some proper risk. But then he tell me something about this. I don't want to get too into it. And I'm sorry, sir, if you watch this, but this is how I felt. But he told me that his ex-fiance died spiritually.
I was like, what the fuck he mean with that?
Kristen, I don't know if you could enlighten me on what the that means. What? Why are you telling? Do you want to tell me your blood type too? Like, for me, it was a bit much, especially I just meet you. And to be honest, I just wanted to get groceries and go home and cook.
But how do you die spiritually?
How? Is this Legion?
She was telling me the story. I was like, Jody, go watch Risa Tisa's story.
Honestly. And then, so we go outside now for him to show me the magic trick. I done debunk the magic trick because my mother and I used to watch those things where they try to figure out how they do the magic trick. Boom. I go in to go shopping. He want to go shopping with me. I go and go Albertine. I say, nah, I'm going home. So he called me, but I went to sleep.
I waited for the end.
The next day, I call him back. I said, how are you doing? I wake him up because I call him at 10 something. I said, how are you doing? He said, good, but he sounded like he was in pain. So I said, oh. He's like, yeah, I slept on the playground. And then I found a garage. So I slept there. Guys, I was taking a walk. So I was walking home. God. And I actually stopped my walk. Like, I just stood there and I was like, you fucking with me? Like, you serious? He was like, yeah, about a week ago, the locks changed for my apartment. So, I couldn't get
a week ago?
Something like that. And I was like, what? Like, you don't have money for a hotel, mister? I own a business. I host
he did say he owned
rooftop
businesses.
Parties. And then he was like, yeah, I have a German bank account and the money's in St. Lucia.
When she tell me this,
even if you have a German bank account, you could use it in the Netherlands. Guys, I was like, what is going on? Anyway, so that happened. And honestly, I was supposed to go out with him to go to a jazz thing. And Hadie was like, bitch.
You was like, I go see him tomorrow. I was like, you going? I was like, she
my
going.
My life is boring. Okay, my life is not boring.
We don't need these kind of, we don't need it to be a TV series.
I was like,
well, it is, but you don't need that kind of episode.
I don't though. Like, that was actually wild. Like, what are you doing sleeping on a playground? And I said, do you have friends? He was like, my friends are my business partners. I was like, what? Anyway, that was my story. Hello?
Yeah. So I want to take this girl tomorrow for like a jazz concert.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But you actually on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
I'm trying to be him. Like,
I thought you was calling me to light me up.
He say he don't have friends.
Yeah.
Legion be on the phone talking to himself.
Guys, I'm so sorry. My brain is error right now. I hope you
like it's given Legion.
Yeah.
My friends and my business partners.
But Legion wasn't lying about bad shit.
Tickets.
But Legion that would have been him saying, I slept in a penthouse while he slept on a playground.
But you telling me that you get locked out of your apartment, but you on the playground. Do you have an apartment?
Yeah, and how, like...
Where are your clothes?
Where? And you wore white to the gym. The white didn't look dirty. Sorry, there's these little things that I noticed.
You could go to wash your clothes somewhere.
You can. And if you could have paid for my food, you could have paid to go to a hotel. Like, that was very weird. I feel like he was trying to get a real...
you feel like it wasn't real?
I feel like he maybe wanted me to feel sorry for him and say, oh, you could come by me. That's the only thing I could have think of. Because it didn't make sense.
So he did sleep on a bed?
I don't know. But I didn't hear any like air in the background. You know, like when you can hear when somebody outside. Did I just say I didn't hear air? Well, yeah, like...
We didn't hear wind, nothing. I got you. So
it was just weird. But I just thought I would tell you guys about that because it was weird.
But you see, Risa Tisa would have been like...
Yeah, I don't see nothing. Let me go to that jazz thing with him.
Jazz
Let me invite him over to my house. Yeah. Let's not be Risa Tisa, guys. But anyways.
But that's to show you, like, some girls would have just looked past all of this just for the man.
Girl, and I feel like with the whole Risa Tisa thing, it really put into perspective because for me, I had it before. I think looking back on my last situationships, sinking ships, I feel like
not Titanic,
girl. I feel like I centered men to a level where it was like that center came from a symptom of me being single for so long and wanting to be in something. So it became a thing of like, I don't feel like, no, I did. I feel like I look past red flags. I love how you crossing your legs. You're like, oh, let's talk about it. Like,
okay, no, the funny thing is, we have a friendship. I mean, you know.
I love this setup, like how
like,
you sit.
Sometimes, like, as a friend, like, you just gotta let your friends go through stuff.
Facts.
To realize stuff. Yeah. So I just find it beautiful what you're saying.
Yeah.
Continue talking. I'm here.
Bitch. But I feel like you've been through the whole process. There's two people who...
Yeah. But I'm not even talking about the process, but just like realizing stuff about what you, I don't know, going through.
Yeah. And kind of realizing your role in it. But yeah, so for me, it was a level of like, I always say I'm a hopeless romantic, and I always feel like I've reached a point where I give myself so much love that I'm like, okay, cool. Somebody come get this love. But having that view, I feel like I placed more of a center on men, and not a center as in I'm hungry for them or whatever. It's more so like I used to operate from a place of I am doing this for me, but would this guy like it? Snap ya? And I think in a lot of cases, like, you go left because you shouldn't have to care.
Yeah.
And I never spoke about it. I don't know if I spoke about it on the podcast, but I think my celibacy journey has a big role to play.
You didn't speak about it.
Oh, guys, I'm celibate.
Yeah.
I've been celibate now for 8 months. And I really feel like this journey has changed me a lot in terms of how I see men and how I see how little they have to offer other than their penis sometimes. Because I think, I mentioned it before, when it comes to sex, I'm very big on you exchanging some serious energy right now. And anyways, I feel like that could really, I don't feel like it. I know that could really put us in a place of like, just not thinking straight.
Yeah.
And I just feel like coming out to that and being on this journey, I feel like I'm thinking straighter than I've ever thought. And I realized areas where I was like, okay, men are no longer the center of my...
But, because, like, I'm not talking about you in general, but you feel like when people, center men in their life, like, they don't value themselves, but they don't ever think on, like, maybe it is a type, like, they don't value themselves, but, like, what am I trying to say? Words.
They come in.
They come in.
I looking for them.
No, I trying to understand, like, okay, if somebody is the center of your, what? Your attention right now, I guess. Where does that put you?
So I think the best way I could explain it is like a guy you meet starts out at 100 points and you start out at 0. So it doesn't mean that you less than him. However, he doesn't have to prove himself to you, but you feel like you have to prove yourself to him. I feel like that's how I used to do it, where it's like, he need to meet me at 100. He starts off at 0. And now I notice it in a place of not only with me, but also with friends and stuff. Like, if you meet a guy and he does the littlest thing, like take you to the Cheesecake Factory and be nice. If you watch the last episode, you'll understand why I said that. You automatically set that 100 points. So now he's on a 100-point meter. And then say he does something stupid.
You see the TikTok about this?
The 100 points. Yeah. Then you deduct the 10 points. And for me, it's a level of like, that's how I could put it into perspective. Like, they would start on 100 and I would start at 0. But now, not now, I really realized this quite a while ago. I start at 100.
I feel like everybody starts at 0. Because he still got a...
For me, I don't start at 100 for him. I start at 100 for me. Because that's what I was saying before. It was me starting at 0 for me.
Well, like, you the shit.
Exactly. But also just what I do for myself is 100. That's where he need to reach or go above it in a sense. And now it's a level like you get a little taste and you give them that courtesy of like, okay, cool. You got 100 points.
Okay, I try to understand what is the 100 points though. Is the 100 points that like you don't have to like do anything?
No.
Or like what you are, what you worth, what you mean exactly with 100.
As in for the guy or for you?
For yourself in general. Like, what is the 100 points?
That I see myself at such a high regard that he has to meet me where I am at, or trump it, if that makes sense. So instead of seeing myself at a place of like I having to prove myself, I come as I am. Okay. I feel like you overcompensate when you see yourself at 0 because you aren't at 0. That's the best way I could put it.
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah. I thought you were trying to say that like, not that, I guess that what you're saying, that you come as you are, but I like, you're not going to, because before you were saying when you see yourself as 0, you do these things to prove yourself. So like, you don't have to do those things anymore.
No, it's a level of like, so it's not like you're a perfect person, but it's just a place of like, at least for me, how I treat myself is how I would want to be treated by a man. Yeah. So I think I reached that point now. I write love letters to myself, you know? And I went on my first solo date, which was lit. I really enjoyed it. But stuff like that, where it's like, I'm not saying I'm 100 as in I'm at the peak, or this is, I don't go further than here. But I feel like I'm at 100 for myself, whereas like a man needs to meet me there rather than me being at 0 and having to meet him where I think his 100 is. Because I would be doing stuff to prove like my value in a sense. Because I find men, I could admire them for not centering women in that way, where it's like they stand on business in a sense. If a man not, the desperate ones don't. But I feel like for them, they big on like their boundaries in certain cases. So that's one thing I rate, and that's something I feel like I didn't have as much.
I get you. What happened?
That was a lot.
But you actually let it go on the couch. I try to think like where I at with that. I don't know. I feel like,
do you feel in any cases like you used to center men? And how?
Specific people. But not that like when I went into the dating world or whatever, like, but I had a totally different experience. Like, I wasn't trying to get in a relationship, and that's
makes sense.
The difference is that you're not going into it. It's like what you get is what you get, and it's like
But centered men don't only come from relationships. It could come from like situationships. It could come from
specific situations. But like in general, like where I was, let's see, 2021 to now, I wasn't centering. I don't want to say specific, but in general, no. I wasn't centering nobody. I was really big on, because I talked about that before, that I spent years not like putting any attention into myself. That I was just really just focused on myself. Yeah. So I wasn't, but I think where I am now is that like I know where I work now, and because of everything I've been through, like I don't know, I just take everything with a grain of salt and come as I am, I guess. But I try to think that like I do still like if a man do something, it's like okay, points. But I don't know if they feel that way all the time. But I do think some men feel like because at the end of the day they don't want that. Like we expect men sometimes to ask us to be the one in a relationship. Like you will never go to a man and be like, you want to be my boyfriend? Do you expect him to come with that question? Yeah. Eventually you expect him to propose or whatever.
I actually did that in my last relationship. Yeah, but it was his birthday and it was a surprise. But he asked me and I told him, don't ask me.
She asked you before his birthday?
Yeah, but I told him not yet. It's too soon.
To ask him on his birthday?
Actually, I didn't plan to ask him on his birthday. But when he did ask me, it was too soon. Okay. So then I was like, okay, cool. I think his birthday is a proper, okay. Which is fuck up because now we broke up.
But would you do that again?
I don't see it like that whole asking thing. Boy, probably not. But I don't see it as that bad for a girl to ask a guy to be.
I feel like a lot of girls like I'm not asking a man to be his
I hear it. It's like get on a knee.
The same thing. And I think a lot of men feel like
But I feel like as women we still ask them, we just don't ask them. So we ask them, what are we? In a sense of like, I want this to go somewhere.
Yeah, but you ask him, what are we? You're not saying, some women do like, am I your girlfriend? Like, let me know if I'm your girlfriend, But I feel like the official question, we don't expect it. And when we don't get it is when we like, what the fuck are we? Because by now you should already ask. I feel like when we ask that question is because we didn't get it yet. Yeah. But like, even the now I lose my train of what I was trying to say. Of like the reason why I think some men like, I feel like they in return feel like you do have to prove yourself, because I don't want to have to like come and ask these questions, so I need to know if you're worth it. I feel like a lot of men think that way.
Yeah, I do too.
And to a level, like if I had to ask, I'm not gonna lie, if I had to be the one to ask these questions and get onto my knee and ask your hand in marriage, I would want to know.
Sorry.
Huh? What you say?
I don't want it.
But you see,
I don't want to get on a knee to ask you to marry me.
But I mean, like, I'm trying to say that, like, imagine that they have to, though.
Yeah.
They have to. So I think a lot of them just come with this energy of, like, you're going to have to prove that it's worth me doing this.
I completely had a...
But at the end of the day, like, if you're a good person and you know what you bring to the table.
Exactly.
You shouldn't have to be out here, like, proving it.
No, and I feel like for women, we think proving it is being a bit overbearing. Like you feel like you constantly have to take an opportunity to prove it, and that's the issue. Where it's like, for me, I don't have to prove anything. I just have to be, because at the end of the day, I know I'm flawed, just as we say on the couch. But I also know that I'm a person who's self-aware. So who I am is literally what I bring to the table. And I'm not going to... I feel like as women, we sometimes overcompensate because we feel like we have to prove. But if you don't see it, you don't see it. Yeah. And for me, I feel like I mentioned before, like people could only meet you as deep as they met themselves. It's just that level of like, if I'm meeting you here and you don't see that, I don't feel like I'm going to go out of my way to prove something that you don't see.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You should just see it.
Yeah.
They also had another TikTok where this girl was saying, like, you know how in the Bible they say that the woman is the woman is a man's rib? She was saying, like, you ain't gonna see the rib out here looking for the body. is the guy who gotta look for his rib. And if you take care of that rib, it protects your heart. It's just that level of like, I know they have a lot of trifling women out here, but I feel like there's a lot of proper ribs that you just need to pick up. Yeah. And I don't know.
But I feel like there ain't enough great, healthy bodies.
No,
for the ribs.
Talk your shit, Hadie.
Word. That is where we at right now. I feel like that's I'm not saying all ribs good, but at the same time, the proportions of bodies that's there for the good ribs is not equal. It's not on the same level.
It isn't. So
I get it. I was trying to think that like in a level, I feel like a lot of the times I have to, I know I'm a great person, but I just feel like if I ever feel like I'm not worth it, and this is deep, I feel like it's linked to like how the world view me type thing. So I feel like I have to show up, I don't know, just being a Black woman. Like I feel like I have to prove that I worth it in that sense. I feel like a lot of times when I used to question it, it was because like, I don't know, I over it now, but just definitely thinking that like I'm not valued in that sense. So I have to prove that
you're of value.
Yeah, I of value in a sense of like how I look, my beauty, and I am something in that way.
I hear it,
but not on like my who I am, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the best way I could explain it, because it's just a level of like, I feel like with situations, at least we just speaking on just men in general, but with encounters with guys, I don't know. For me, it's like my brain is farting heavy right now because I'm trying to think about it. But I feel like sometimes I will come into a situation really chill and I get excited. And then it's that level of like, I'm trying not to be excited, but I'm focused on not being excited and I get more excited. So then I feel like I'm too much.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, that's the best way I could put it.
But in reality, like, he should just be equally excited.
No, it's facts.
That's
why you say. That's why I say they gotta meet you where you are. I think the whole decentering conversation, cause it is a big conversation right now, and I think it just comes from a place of us feeling like men play a big role in like the actions we take sometimes, and we could think that that's not the case, but subconsciously it is the case, just in terms of how we grew up and stuff. I feel like even with patriarchy, when it comes into play, there's a lot of things where you just feel like you need to do stuff for a man, or you feel like you need a man. Yeah. And I think that kind of
necessary.
Yeah, and it kind of messed us up because you have the whole aesthetic and how women should look, and I think that's also fucked. Sorry, side note.
Okay, it definitely is fucked. That was what I was trying to say.
Yeah, because if you really look at it, like, I think it's about like, I don't know how many generations, but I read an article on this. About 3 generations of people were able to not experience jet lag. This is a side note. And it comes based on the fact that you go and you sail and you acclimate to just the sunrise and sunset. So you don't experience jet lag. But then you have technology come in, but it's also the case with societal construct where it's like, if I had a standard of beauty from where I come from, I could only compare that to the people around me who also look a bit like me, like we have similar characteristics. But now that we could see people from near and far, you have standards of beauty that get so distorted because they're so influenced by so many different standards that a lot of, I guess, women too, mainly because we're looked at like that, we lose track of like how or who we are in a sense because we so focus on how we should look. And a lot of women say they look good for themselves, and I rate it, and I feel like a lot of us should look good for ourselves, but I feel a lot of women look good for men.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you, for you or for me, no, it's not a case, like, but
a lot of people have the conversation of like, ultimately, like, when you go out and stuff like that into the world, you feel you do it more for other women in a sense. Like, of course you go out and you hope, like, you know, a man find me attractive, but you know, some women do like that.
I do believe some women do. Yeah. But let me speak for myself then. When I used to go club, of course I know I gonna look hot.
Yeah.
But I gonna be very vulnerable. Sometimes I would be checking like, I gonna look good because I know I probably gonna see man. Like, they probably gonna have fine men there. Like, I not gonna tippy toe around that because I just feel like a lot of us used to think like that. I'm gonna do my edges extra tonight because I know they're gonna be fine men there. I feel like there's a level of, for me, a lot of unlearning I had to do in the case of just feeling like I needed to look good for men and leading with that in a sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of the side note coming back to the note.
No, I get you. I feel like because I don't know. Of course okay. I would just assume I don't look good to men. So then I going out to look good for myself. And like, I know my friends will be like, I love your fucking outfit and da. But I don't know. Like, when I go into the club, I feel like I know nobody watching type thing. So it's like,
girl, I went festival with you. No, I completely hear it. I completely hear it.
Like, I know some watch. I know I get attention. But it's different when you grow up, especially on a Caribbean island where you're not seen as the beauty standard. Because, like, how vulnerable are we getting?
We here.
Like, yeah. Like, okay, most of my friends growing up was lighter than me. So, like, if I go out, like, I always was that friend was like, I come to talk to you so I could get to know your friend.
Yeah.
So it's like that mindset of like, okay, I know I hear, but people hear, if a man comes to talk to me, they're literally just trying to get to talk to my best friend. My best friend was also like, you know, Maya. So then it's like, you just program to think like, okay.
You internalize it basically.
Yeah. But also, that's how it is. So it's like, as you get older and stuff like that, it's not in your mind to think that people there for you. You think that people there for everybody else around you. So that's kind of how I just blocked that out in a sense.
Yeah.
But I really was big on, and I was in a relationship for really long. So it's like, I'm not going out trying to get with man. I don't know how different it would be if I was single. Maybe. But I can only speak on no. So like when you're talking about these festivals and things, I was single then. So it's like, you know,
it's a different
it kind of
energy.
in your mind is like, you don't know what's gonna happen. I think we all have this fairy tale that we're gonna go to this party or whatever, and you're gonna meet somebody and da. Of course, those things play on your mind.
Yeah.
But I also genuinely don't go there
with
checking.
that.
Yeah. I just really love to dress. We was just talking about that. I just really love that. So it's like, I do doing that for me type thing. But I'm not gonna lie, you hope that you catch somebody. But like, I don't know.
It's no longer the focus, because for me, that was like, especially when I just moved NL, that was my thing. Like, ooh, I hope I find somebody cute. Or, you know, but as I kept going out and just finding myself, let me put it like that, I realized that I really don't care if I do, because I no longer go out for that. No, like when I go to a club, I go into vibe. Yeah. And I feel like it's a much more freeing place to be. But I feel sorry for the men who I encounter, because now I just really don't care. As in, like, like last night I went out, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. And it's nice to meet people, but I don't really feel like now when I'm out that I'm on that. I just want to be out. Leave me alone.
I get that.
Like, they would ask me to dance, so I don't want to dance. But before, I feel like I would be more excited about it. And that's because I had more of a focus there. So, yeah, even with the topic, for me, it was more of like, some things we do is like, we really focus on the men.
But I do think a lot of it is what you start out this whole thing with saying, that like, if you haven't been in a relationship or whatever, it's very different when you have. Yeah. I really think it is.
That's why I feel like it's so good we on the couch.
Yeah.
Because we really have contrasting experiences, but they still complement each other in a way that's like, I could learn from it and you could.
Yeah. Because, sometimes you like recently saw to PTSD, and then it's just like, you can't put them at the center of anything. You know what I mean? Because you can't take it seriously.
I hear it.
Yeah. So I get her. I guess it's, you know?
Yeah.
With the PTSD of things.
Cool.
But it's really got me thinking on like, Can you say it? But I was just like, I don't know. That's why I think moving forward, like, I know I would have to be the center of this person's universe.
Honestly and truly.
Like I know.
But and you see, that's the thing. When you center a man, it's not that shouldn't happen. It just should happen at a place where
it's time.
That's the time to center a man.
That way, when you said 100 thing, I was like, I'll start on 0. I was like, you're going to have to center him. That was like, I was like, what do you mean with 100?
Oh.
Like, you're going to have to center him, but it's just, I guess you mean that, like, not from the jump.
No.
You're doing it. I do feel like you both have to do it on an equal level, though.
What?
Like, he gonna have to center you. You gonna have to center him equally. Like, it gonna.
But he gonna have to center me more.
Why?
Because I genuinely feel like, and I don't know where I get this feeling from, but I feel like relationships thrive if either. Well, no, it's either the girl and the guy like each other the same. The girl like the guy. No, the guy like the girl more. But I don't see it going as well if the girl likes the guy more. The guy like the girl more. Let me restart. So, guy, girl, same level of like.
Yeah.
Guy like higher than girl like.
That's gonna be last.
That's longer. Green zone.
Okay.
Let's say orange zone is girl like higher than guy like. And the main reason I think that is we don't mind being smothered. Okay, some of us do, but like, yeah, like
I don't like being smothered.
Yeah, so I feel like it's easier or is a better dynamic where there's either a equal like or the guy likes the girl more.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be like because
it's funny. Troubling. I literally see. I don't watch them all the time, but Chunks and Philly talk about this.
Yeah,
they literally like.
What did they say?
Chunks was saying, but it wasn't making it a thing of a gender thing. They just was saying, would you rather that a person like you more than them, or you like the person more? And Chunks was saying, I think Chunks was saying that he rather that the other person like him more because he don't like having to prove himself. Like, he don't like having to like constantly like, okay, like,
yeah,
like, because he being in that gray area of not knowing how the person feel about you. Yeah. He hates that shit.
I hear it.
And then Philly, and then they was linking it. Then they linked it to a specific situation that Philly was in, where the girl had clearly like him more. And because Philly was like, he didn't like it.
Yeah, I feel like guys feel like it's too easy at that point. You know, when they...
But that's why I'm trying to say where it's scary when the girl does like the guy more.
And that usually happens.
Because you still have the type of man who's like, going back to the whole thing of like, as long as, like, I just chilling. Like, some men, like, they're not trying to do the most... They're not trying to have like this big fairy tale. Yeah. Like, they're just chilling. So it's like, even if she like him more, it's like...
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna go with it.
They're not going anywhere either. That, because there's that. And I was like, there's so many layers in that.
Not hear it.
But yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
Can we end it here?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about the Omale thing.
Oh, I am so like, I am so sorry, guys. I'm off my game. Omale.
It's okay. I don't know. It's okay.
I just have to give that disclaimer because I'm here watching you. I gotta work
on my facial expressions. No, but that been trending. That basically, you know, if you go out, would it bother you if your man go on stage and do that? Let's say you was Omale girlfriend.
For Omale, yeah, because it's Omale, guys.
What I mean,
I think I like Omale. I'm not gonna. Whoa, wow, my brain really just said that before I could have think if
you like Omale.
As in, like, as an artist. But he wouldn't make me go, like, oh, my God, I'm going to go on stage. Like, if my man went up for, like, Rihanna, I say patience. But if he went
Rihanna bend him over and do all of that?
You know, I really don't care for it. As in, like, if my man...
Like it? As in, you don't like it?
I'm not going to be a big fan because I feel like, okay, cool, you could put an artist on a pedestal, but if she's on that high of a pedestal that she could bend you over on stage, that's a bit wild. In my eyes. Sorry, I can say it straight up because I wouldn't go on stage and have Usher bend me over. Genuinely, he's just another artist. I'll go say hello, give him a hug and dip. Sorry to say Usher. After the whole Kiki Palmer thing. Whoa. Yeah. A$AP Rock. No, he has a girl.
He's very much well known for that though.
Exactly. That's why I thought to Usher because he was holding up Alicia Keys. That
was another thing. But I found that was insecurity on alarming part.
No, and that wasn't that deep. That wasn't that deep. The bending over and I'm dipping down and doing a bunch. Like, I rate who, like, if you want to do that, go ahead. But I feel like even if it was my favorite artist and I have a man, I'm not.
But also, like, for me, it's just a thing of, like, if you're my favorite artist, I want to go up there and sing with you. Like, I'm not trying to be bent over. Yeah. And I think everybody know the only person I go up on stage for is J. Cole. And he's not going to bend me over.
No, he's wholesome. But that's the thing. I feel like with me and you, we kind of in the wholesome. I would probably flick my neck back with my artist because I'm a piano. You know, it's just that level of like, it depends. But if I had to think like my man going on stage, for one, I love a low-key man. You know this from the jump. That would turn me off. I'm sorry. I'm being really straight up and blunt. I don't care for that. If you want to go chase clout, go chase it. I won't be here waiting for you when you're done. It's just that simple.
But I would find it cute if like it's your favorite rapper. And he's like, I can go get to rapping him on stage.
I rate
I find that so cute.
That is a beautiful experience. Yeah. But if you going on stage to go lap dance Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, okay.
Then it's like, I love Tiana Taylor.
But I would want to go lap. Like, I don't need you to go lap dance. I would want to go get the lap dance from Tiana.
I mean, I hear it.
Like, I could go for you.
I hear that completely. I mean? Like, I hear that completely.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my opinion. I feel like girls, guys, if you don't mind that, go through. But for me, if I with a guy on his behalf, at least, I wouldn't do that because I would do that to my man. I don't need to go do that to Omale.
But I think in general, in the essence of it, like even if you're in a relationship or not, I would not go on stage. Like right now, if I was like, I would not go on stage man or not, because that's not where I at type thing.
I hear it.
But yeah, that was it, guys. We start off with the would you rather. That's why I feel so weird to end like this.
But we didn't. Would you let your man go on stage
to rap?
Oh, okay.
Like, I agree with you. Like, I find it cringe that you want to go up there to get a lap dance in that sense.
Yeah.
But I find it cute if, like,
you go into like the dude who went on stage with Dave and he was saying
that was so cute. Yeah.
I love that video.
And like, if you take it over and just fuck up the whole song,
that would turn me on.
Artist, yes,
that would turn
I was about
me
to say,
on.
pum pum turn up. Yes.
Yeah, all the bend over gonna happen
exactly.
after. Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
For sure.
Anyways,
but yeah,
guys,
thank you for tuning in to episode 28.
Yes, episode 28.
We're almost on 30.
Oh, and yeah, I'm gonna take a nap. So y'all have a great week, and we're gonna catch y'all back to the bi-weekly
on Tuesdays,
and we out.
Bye.